Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to delve straight into some huge Bitcoin news. I'll talk through the news that, I think, has potential impact on price for BTC. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so we're going to start at CoinMarketCap. Now, currently at the time of recording, Bitcoin is down 0.89% at $43,506.48. Now, we were expecting a bit of a further pullback, right, after this. So we got the pump up, bit of sideways motion. We've gone up further, bit of a pullback. Expecting to go up and then have a further pullback. Now, there's so much bullish news. It'd be interesting to see whether that actually comes to fruition. But, Nick does a lot of the charting and Nick will be catching up with everybody in Discord. So there is a link in the description of the video. We would love to have you in our Discord. It's free to join. It's a fantastic place to keep up to date with everything crypto news related and cheeky crypto updates. So do check that out. Would love to have you in there. And if you enjoy this content, mash up that like button. It really does support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. So let's get into the full bullish news articles that I want to cover off. The first one being that Russia moves to recognize crypto as a form of currency. I think this is massive and has huge potential for price growth. Russia's draft legislation will reportedly be drawn up by no later than the 18th of February and expect to regulate crypto as a form of currency. I'm not going to read through the full article, but it has to be said that this is got huge potential for growth when you consider the impact and the size of the country and what this could lead to. Could we potentially see oil priced in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies? It's interesting to sort of just think about those sort of possibilities, and the strain that could put on countries like the US, who seem to be slow movers when it comes to cryptocurrency, at least on the face of it, because underneath what everybody sees, I kind of feel that there's probably a lot of activity that is actually happening in the background. But I am really interested to get your views and opinions, so do let me know about your thoughts and opinions of this news in the comments below. Really interested to read through those. So yeah, do that. Okay, moving on. We've got, this one's been covered an awful lot by many influencers. The Justice Department seizes $3.6 billion worth of Bitcoin stolen in a crypto hack. Now, for me, I'm not going to read through the full article here, but basically, in a nutshell, Bitfinex, was hacked back in 2016. Lots of people would know about this particular hack. Now, what the Bitfinex did was they basically gave like IOU tokens, I guess, of sorts, and they are here. Now, this pumped up massively, as you can see here, from like $4.97. And it went all the way up to $8, just because 80% of all the funds that are returned to Bitfinex will be, basically buying these tokens, like 80% of the funds. So I think that's terrible, because it's not going back to the actual individuals that lost their money. It's going to holders of this particular token. So if people sold this token previously, then they probably did that at a loss. And the fact that they're only given 80% of it back, I think, is just terrible. But again, it moves the market. I mentioned in yesterday's video that we should all be very, very careful about exchanges that we hold our cryptocurrency on. Make sure that there's insurance there. Personally, I'd keep it on like a Ledger Nano X or S. Link is in the description if you're interested in getting one of those. Really important that you get it direct from the manufacturer. Just because the only way they can be hacked is if one, they know all your passcodes and everything to it and they physically have it, or it was sort of hacked before being sent to you. So really important you get it direct from the manufacturer. But apart from that, it's a solid piece of equipment that just adds that extra layer of security. Now the other piece of news, because there is just so much of it, right, and that is KPMG Canada adds crypto to its balance sheet. I think this again is huge news. The accounting firm acquired an undisclosed amount of Bitcoin and ETH using Gemini. I think they used the trust execution and custody service. Again, I think this is really bullish news. They've declined to obviously go through the amount that they've purchased, but again, we saw big money on the sidelines looking to get in. Now, with the allocation, KPMG joins the ranks of major companies holding crypto on their balance sheet. The group includes software giants MicroStrategy, which we all know, Tesla, and the payment firm Square, just to list a few. Now, again, I think this is just great for adoption, and we've talked about in a downtrend in the crypto space or investment space that historically you could look back and you could say Amazon, for example, when the downtrend was happening with price, actually the internal part or mechanisms of the business were actually improving, becoming more streamlined. The processes were better, and actually the sales and everything were increasing, right? And this is what we're looking for, and that's why I look at adoption as a metric when we go in these downtrends. Is it actually that less appealing to big institutional companies, or are we starting to continue to see further adoption? And that is what we've been seeing when we've been pulling back, right? We've seen more and more companies, big companies, come out saying that they're interested, they're looking, they're acquiring, all of these things. And this is bullish sentiment that I kind of feel that sometimes these markets overreact to some of the negative headlines that are just played, just put out just to reduce the price so some of these big players can get in. It's very manipulated, in my humble opinion. Again, do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on that. Now, PayPal forms Crypto Advisory Council. Now, 6 members will help the company create a digital financial system. Now, PayPal has a huge customer base, and this for me is just so bullish. I mean, there's so much news, it's ridiculous. There's not really much more to sort of read about on this particular article, but again, it's another demonstration of the type of adoption that we are seeing within the crypto space. Again, makes me so very bullish. Really does. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on PayPal. Now, so even Alfa Romeo is building NFTs into their new vehicles, right? So into the latest hybrid car anyway, and it's to record vehicle data. So this is really interesting, and again shows how NFTs can be used in many different ways, right? We saw this with tracking of medicines. We've seen it with track and trace. We've seen this with clothing brands, and we're seeing it in the automotive industry as well. Not new to the automotive industry. BMW have already been doing something very similar through VeChain and Toolchain, which we've covered a few times on the channel. But it's interesting to see more car manufacturers getting involved. So the Italian luxury car maker Alfa Romeo has revealed that it's using non-fungible tokens, NFTs, to track and store maintenance records on the blockchain for one of its new models here. I'm not going to read through the full article. We've covered this sort of technology previously on the channel. Do check out our information on Toolchain through VeChain, which does very similar sort of stuff to what we're seeing Alfa Romeo do here with BMW. So again, just huge news for cryptocurrency, in my humble opinion. do let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on all of this potential adoption for cryptocurrency, NFTs. You know, I think this is all fantastic to see. I think it strengthens the case, you know, as the industry sort of moves to become more and more adopted by the population. Now, for me, I still think we're super early, and I think, you know, there's lots of innovation yet to happen. Now, I love reading the comments, so do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. But at the moment, you know, everything looks so strong for cryptocurrency, and in a positive way, right? If you enjoyed today's video, do mash up that like button or hit that like button. We really do appreciate it. It does support the channel, and it shows that you really enjoyed the content. So, you know, we know what content to continue to make. Now, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. This will keep you up to date with all of the crypto news that we cover on the channel. We've had a fantastic 12, 13, possibly 14 months on YouTube, calling out some fantastic hidden gems that have gone on to do tremendous gains. So it's a fantastic way to you know, understand what projects to go do some research on that have, you know, some great utility. So, you know, by subscribing and tapping the bell, you'll be kept up to date with all of that sort of information. Don't forget to join us in Discord. Link is in the description, free to join. And we have a membership section as well on Patreon. We'd love to have you as members. We do 2 weekly AMAs, Nick and myself, where you can ask us anything. We do lots of charting. We do a bit of trading. We have a section where Peter does swing trading as well. We have our buys, our sells, and our staking alerts, so you know all of our movements in the space, just for pure transparency. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, mash up that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.